never thought I'd be the kind of person who checked their credit card statement line by line. I trusted my family, especially my sister. So when my phone buzzed late one Tuesday night with a notification from my bank, I almost ignored it. Almost. The alert said, "Unusual activity detected. $3,240 charged." I stared at the screen, confused. I hadn't shopped anywhere that day. I hadn't booked a hotel. I hadn't bought anything online. And yet the charge was real. That was the moment everything changed. Thanksgiving was only 3 weeks away, and our family had already started planning the annual get-together. In our family, Thanksgiving wasn't just a dinner. It was a performance. Big house, perfect table, expensive food. Everyone pretending we were closer than we actually were. My older sister Lauren had always been the favorite. She was louder, more dramatic, more convincing. And somehow, she was always in financial trouble. 2 months earlier, she had shown up at my house unannounced, eyes red, voice shaking. "I hate asking you this," she said, sitting at my kitchen counter. "But I'm stuck. Just temporarily." That word, temporarily, would haunt me later. She explained that her credit card was maxed out because of a billing error, and she needed mine for emergencies only. She promised she wouldn't use more than a few $100s. She even swore she'd pay me back before Thanksgiving. I hesitated. But she was my sister. I handed her the card. First, everything seemed normal. No alerts. No calls from the bank. No suspicious activity. Lauren even texted me a few times saying things like, "Thanks again, you saved me. I only used it once. I'll send you the money soon." I believed her. I shouldn't have. The second alert came 3 days after the first. $4,980. Luxury department store. My stomach dropped. I logged into my banking app, heart pounding. The statement loaded slowly, painfully, like it knew I wasn't ready. There it was. A list of charges I didn't recognize. Designer clothing. Boutique hotel reservation. An online electronics store. I added the numbers. $18,750. In less than 3 weeks. I sat on my couch in silence, staring at the screen, replaying every conversation I'd had with Lauren. Every promise. Every excuse. Every thank you. This wasn't an emergency. This was theft. I didn't confront her right away. Not because I was scared, but because I wanted the truth. I started documenting everything. Screenshots of every transaction. Locations. Email confirmations from stores I'd never stepped foot in. One charge stood out more than the others. A $2,100 hotel booking in a city 2 hours away. The same weekend she told the family she was sick and couldn't attend our cousin's engagement party. The lies were starting to overlap. At Sunday dinner that week, Lauren acted completely normal, laughing, complimenting the food, talking about Thanksgiving plans like nothing was wrong. At one point she leaned over and whispered, "Don't worry, I'll start paying you back next month." I looked at her face. Calm, confident, unbothered. She really thought I didn't know. That night I checked my credit score. It had dropped. Not drastically, but enough to make my chest tighten. Late payments weren't far behind if I didn't act. That's when I realized something even worse. If I stayed silent, I would be the one paying for her lifestyle. I called the bank the next morning. The representative was calm, professional, and terrifyingly thorough. "Ma'am," she said, "since the card was willingly shared, this is considered authorized use." Authorized. The word burned. That meant no automatic refund. No easy fix. No instant justice. This was now a family problem, not a banking one. I blocked the card immediately and requested a replacement. Then I did something I'd never done before. I started planning. Not revenge fueled by anger, but revenge fueled by facts. Because Thanksgiving was coming. And for the first time, I wasn't dreading the awkward family conversations. I was waiting for them. That night my phone buzzed again. A text from Lauren. "Hey, why did my payment get declined?" I stared at the message, a slow, cold calm settling over me. She finally noticed. I didn't respond. Because part 2 wouldn't be about discovering the truth. It would be about exposing it. I didn't reply to Lauren's text. Not because I didn't have the words, but because I finally understood something important. If I confronted her too early, she'd lie. If I confronted her with emotion, the family would protect her. But if I confronted her with evidence, everything would change. So I stayed quiet. Over the next few days, Lauren's messages became more frequent. Did you block the card? I think the bank messed something up. Can you call them? I'm embarrassed standing at the checkout. Embarrassed. That word almost made me laugh. Instead, I opened my laptop and created a folder titled Statements. Inside it I saved every credit card transaction, screenshots of bank alerts, email receipts from stores, the hotel confirmation with her name on it. I printed everything, because digital proof is good. But paper proof hits harder. I decided to test her. That evening I called Lauren. Hey, I said casually. The bank flagged some activity. Can you remind me what you used the card for? There was a pause. Just half a second. Then she sighed dramatically. Oh my God, this again. I told you it was groceries and gas. Maybe one online thing. Nothing crazy. Groceries. I looked down at a printed receipt for a $1,480 designer coat. I glanced at the $900 electronics purchase. Nothing crazy. I thanked her and hung up. The lie was complete. 2 days later my mom called. Her tone was already sharp. Why are you making this into a big deal? She asked. Lauren said you gave her permission. Closed my eyes. Course she did. She spent almost $19,000, I said calmly. There was silence. That can't be right, my mom replied. She wouldn't do that. I didn't argue. Not yet. Thanksgiving plans were finalized in the family group chat that same night. Dinner at my aunt's house. Everyone attending. Lauren included. Perfect. Meanwhile, the bank confirmed something critical. Each transaction had Lauren's device ID and location attached. The hotel booking. Her email. The online orders. Her shipping address. This wasn't confusion. This was intentional. Few nights before Thanksgiving, Lauren showed up at my door. Unannounced. Again. She smiled like nothing was wrong. I think you're overreacting, she said, stepping inside without waiting for permission. I told Mom you're stressing me out. I sat down across from her, calm. I just want the truth, I said. She rolled her eyes. You're acting like I stole from you. I didn't raise my voice. Instead, I slid one piece of paper across the table. The hotel receipt. Her smile flickered. That's not, she started. Then I slid another. The electronics invoice. Another pause. Then another. The total highlighted in yellow. $18,750. She leaned back, crossing her arms. You're really going to embarrass me over money. That was the moment I knew. She wasn't sorry. She was annoyed she'd been caught. I'm not embarrassing you, I said quietly. You did that yourself. She stood up abruptly. You better not bring this up at Thanksgiving, she snapped. I mean it. I watched her walk out without saying another word. And for the first time I smiled. Because Thanksgiving wasn't a threat anymore. It was a stage. That night, I organized everything into a single folder. Statements, receipts, emails. I rehearsed nothing. Because the truth doesn't need practice. On Thanksgiving morning, my mom sent a message. Let's just keep things peaceful today. I replied with one word. Okay. But peace doesn't mean silence. Sometimes peace means ending the lie. As I got dressed for dinner, I slipped the folder into my bag. Lauren thought I'd back down. She thought I cared more about family comfort than my own boundaries. She was wrong. Because part 3 wouldn't be about suspicion or denial. It would be about exposure. And this time the whole family would be watching. Thanksgiving dinner looked perfect from the outside. The table was full. The turkey was golden. Everyone was laughing like nothing was wrong. Lauren sat across from me, smiling, passing the mashed potatoes, acting like she hadn't spent $18,750 of my money. Waited. Because revenge doesn't rush. Halfway through dinner, my aunt started talking about gratitude. "What are we all thankful for this year?" she asked. Lauren went first. "I'm thankful for family who always has my back," she said, glancing at me. That was my moment. "I'm thankful for honesty," I said calmly. "And accountability." The room went quiet. I reached into my bag and placed the folder on the table. Not dramatically. Not angrily. Just deliberately. "Before we finish dinner," I said, "there's something we need to clear up." My mom frowned. "Can this wait?" "No," I replied. "It really can't." I opened the folder and slid the first page forward. Credit card statement. 2 months ago, I continued, I loaned Lauren my credit card for an emergency. She promised to use it responsibly. Lauren laughed nervously. "This is ridiculous." I slid another page forward. A highlighted total. $18,750. The laughter stopped. "That includes," I said, pointing, "designer clothing, electronics, and a hotel booking." Lauren's face flushed. "That's not what happened," she snapped. So I slid the hotel confirmation across the table. Name. Her email. Her date. No confusion. No excuse. My mom picked up the papers, her hands shaking. "Lauren, is this true?" Lauren stood up. "She gave me permission," she shouted. "She's just trying to embarrass me." I stayed seated. "Permission doesn't mean unlimited access," I said calmly. "And it doesn't mean lying about it." I pulled out my phone and showed the bank email. "Each charge is tied to her device and location," I said. The bank confirmed it. Silence. Heavy. Final. My uncle spoke first. "So you lied. And expected her to pay for it?" Lauren looked around, desperate. No one defended her. "Not this time." "I'll pay you back," she muttered. My mom looked at me. "What do you want to do?" Took a breath. "I already blocked the card," I said. "And I filed a repayment agreement." Lauren's head snapped up. "You did what?" "I gave you options," I replied. "You ignored them." That was the revenge. Not yelling. Not humiliation. Consequences. Lauren left early. Thanksgiving ended quietly after that. But something had changed. 2 weeks later, the first payment hit my account. Then another. Low. Painful. But real. My credit score recovered. My peace returned. And something else happened too. The family stopped excusing her behavior. Because they saw the truth. Revenge didn't look like screaming. It looked like receipts, boundaries, proof, and calm exposure. And that was enough.